I just want somebody to talk Dodgers to me.
Let's see what my tea says. This is very interesting.
What does it say?
The worst enemy we have is our own fear.
Absolutely true.
It's so paralyzing. It's like, what? Even the fear of doing good? Like, it's just crazy how your brain works.
Mm-hmm. I mean, so many people live in fear.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know. It paralyzes people. I think that's one thing Chella used to always push my whole life, because she had an amazing voice and she would get asked to model for these things, but she was so shy, and it's so not her personality to be shy, but like she really feels like it held her back. And that was one thing she always told me: do not let shyness hold you back. And even when I would speak in front of class and stuff, and I'd have to do a presentation, and like people would just be so scared. And it wasn't that I wasn't nervous. It wasn't that it wasn't kind of scary, but I almost just pretended like, no, I'm fine. Let's just do it. And I think it was from Chella just being like, never let fear and shyness hold you back. Just go do it. And that's just kind of, and I tell people like, just fake it. Like, we're all kind of scared.
Yeah. I love that you said that. I forget if I ever told you this, but my mom tells the story about me a lot. How exactly what you're talking about, you know, like doing oral presentations in a class and things like that. I was really shy growing up, very, very shy. Even like I wouldn't go sleep over at anyone's houses. I would make up that I had a stomach ache and have my mom pick me up, and such a homebody, but really was very shy. However, whenever I had to be on a stage or do an oral presentation, I loved it. And in second grade, we did a hero presentation. We had to pick two heroes, and one was a celebrity and one was someone you knew. So I did my dad and Princess Diana.
Oh, wow.
And, you know, had a whole poster about it, and our parents got to come and watch us. So my mom came, and I'll have her tell you when she gets here tomorrow, but she says like she remembers just being like so nervous for me. But when I got up there, I was like a different person and just really enjoyed it and wasn't nervous at all. And that's kind of been a theme for me in my life. And I think like traveling and being a competitive cheerleader for so long and being on that stage, there was nothing I loved more.
Yeah, I definitely looked at sports differently. I don't know if I ever even thought about it. You know, I guess there's nerves before you go play a big game, but not to where like now, I don't know, my body sometimes even translates excitement and kind of gives me an anxiety. And it's like,
but that's that feeling inside of you that you have to like recognize and know that that's the fear that you have to push through, because once you get to the other side of that, it's like everything opens up, and that's where you gain your confidence.
Totally. But I don't remember feeling like going into a game or like that's like it would translate to that. And so now I'm kind of like, as an adult, I'm having to figure out what that is and tell myself like, no, this is just excitement. Like, you're not scared to go do it. You're not like, it's not nerve-wracking. I don't know. It's so funny. But yeah, fear will stop people from doing a lot of things.
Yeah.
But not us.
No, not at all. And I think I've seen a lot of people let fear get the best of them. And even with kind of the shyness that's in me a bit, or, you know, things we talk about, recognizing those feelings and just being so aware of yourself to know when the moments are that you have to push through. And I think something for me I've always done for myself is if there's a moment where I feel like I'm going to walk away having a regret of not doing something, whether it's something as silly as I remember wanting to do karaoke, but being so afraid, but knowing if that next day I will be so regretful of that. And it's almost like I'd rather just do it and get it over with than have that overthinking. I wish I would have done that sticks with you for so long.
Totally. And I think that was one thing is like, even with like competition things at a bar when we were young, it's like a butt shaking contest or things like that. And because of my personality, so many people were like, Jack, like go, you know? And sometimes I just had to lean into whether I wanted to or not, whether I really like maybe felt a little nervous. Yeah, you just have to push through it because really in the end, it's fun and it's not that big of a deal.
Mm-hmm.
And the
And you
people
always come out feeling great about yourself and proud that you did it.
Yeah, and I've noticed people who don't push through and they're like, no, I'm too shy to do that. Like, no, I'm not going to do that. No, that's like, you kind of stay in that rut.
Mm-hmm.
You constantly tell yourself you're too scared to do it. I'm going to look stupid. I'm going to sound bad. It's like, yeah, well, we all know if I get up for karaoke, I can sing in my car. And sometimes I'm like, man, I'm good. But like, I swear, I put you in front of a crowd and you're like, I'm more of like a Spice Girls girl, you know? Spice up your life. You know, I could do
Every
that.
boy, every girl.
Yeah, that's so funny.
Shove me to the left.
Slam it to the right. Yeah. See, I could do that all day.
That's so funny. I just had a thought. Oh, I think I lived in that. I don't know if I want to say fear, but for years I'd been talking about wanting to start a podcast and I wasn't doing it. And I was finding ways to justify in my head of why I wasn't doing it. And you can do that until you're blue in the face, you know? But it's really, I started recognizing myself around other people and becoming almost like a little bit jaded or just unhappy and just not my normal bubbly self. And it's because I wasn't doing the things that I knew I should be doing. And that was eating me alive because I was not being the potential I knew I could be. And I know that there was so much heaviness on top of that I was dealing with. But I will say with all of the loss I've had, it has completely shifted my mindset of life. And life is too short to waste any time not being happy.
No, I know. I get it.
And so sometimes when I sit here and I'm like, how do I have this baseball podcast? What that time did for me was start the thing that I couldn't shut up about. So welcome back to Talk Dodgers to me. I am Melissa Meyer.
And I'm Jacqueline Ruiz.
Oh, that was a nice little flow.
I know.
It's funny that this is how we're starting because as I was just thinking of what could we talk about on the podcast that is just not dwelling on how bad the Dodgers are doing right now.
Totally, because let's be real. It's like baseball's up and down constantly. And like, what do we... Yeah, I felt like that last night. I'm like, oh, man, I fucking hate sitting there talking about them losing. And then I'm like, okay, but like, it's not just about them losing. There's so many different aspects to what it is, you know? Like, honestly, the lineup, they've been switching it up so much and seeing where different players fit. And that's kind of part of it. It's like there's lots of like little hints of who the team is, but something isn't really fully connecting. And it's frustrating. It's hard not to be like, ugh, and then the Lakers go and get swept. And I'm like, what is in the air right now? Like, people are not playing to their potential.
We'll have to get to that eventually. I'm so surprised, especially because of how the last series went. Just so surprised that that's what happened. But guys, we have to remember, like, that happened to our team. That happened to the Dodgers multiple years in a row where we have this great team. We're winning so many games and then we get knocked out really early. And so it's like now we are so spoiled in a good way because it's like championship or bust, so that when we have any of these losing streaks,
well, for the Lakers, it's been a losing streak for a while.
But we have to remember that there have been really hard times. And I mean, the beauty and torture of baseball is that we can have a slump and then the next week or the next month turn it around and be the best team in baseball again.
I know. Well, it's a game of inches, honestly. I mean, like the slightest little things, like Will Smith's, you know, they catch it, but if it just went a little bit further, it would have been over their head and that would have scored runs. And it's just like the littlest things, like when we were at the game Sunday for Mother's Day, Max Muncy's he's gotten 2 amazing hits kind of stolen, but if they weren't and it was in our favor, it would have scored runs and it changes the momentum. And
that was a really tough one.
That was a tough one.
Because that would have been a momentum shift for the team, not just that game.
No, just in general.
Because that would have been a grand slam, would have tied the game. I mean, he did hit a home run later that day.
Well, the next time up.
Because he was so mad.
Yeah. And I mean, Max has honestly been so impressive through this downtime because he is the one who's stayed really consistent and steady.
Mm-hmm.
It's not perfect, but it's not supposed to be perfect for somebody every single time, which kind of brings me to Shohei. And it's a little frustrating. It's like when he hit that home run, the guys in the dugout, their smiles, even Will Smith, from ear to ear. And I think it's because, yeah, it's really fun to have your best player do well.
Mm-hmm.
And they're not used to, even through the slumps, they're not used to him not doing consistently well. And a part of me is like, okay, guys, but like he's had to watch you guys go through a lot of slumps where he stayed consistent. The
True.
rest of you guys really need to do this for him. It's not just him who needs to, yes, I get it, he's the leader, but someone else needs to step up. And the only person I've really seen do it with an energy and a fight is Muncy.
Mm-hmm.
Truly. Defensively, offensively. And I don't see that grit from a lot of them.
I know.
And I get it. You know, I heard Dave Roberts say the fastball is really eating us alive right now. And they're not quite sure exactly why things aren't connecting. But it's like the one little thing that connects, and all these guys are hitting those fastballs, is when it turns back around. And then we're talking about the best team in baseball again.
I know. And baseball has a way of humbling teams. And I feel like I keep hearing that. And I'm almost sick of it. And I'm like, do we need to be humbled more? But also the other side of that is giving credit to the teams playing us, but also really understanding now, not only did we win one, we went back to back. So every team that's coming to face us, especially coming to Dodger Stadium to face us, they have their mindset right, their adrenaline going, the drive to beat us. And they are playing their best baseball, and we are not matching it at all.
At all. And like,
look at the Giants players, how happy they are beating us. Like they hit those 2 home runs in a row. They were ecstatic in the dugout. And it drives me crazy. But it's like every team is facing us like it's their World Series. And we've said that over and over, but like we're seeing it.
But look, that's not really an excuse. And we're not saying that as an excuse. It's more of like, yeah, we need to be rising to the occasion if we want to go for a three-peat, but we will.
Totally.
It's not going to be forever like this. And look, we want other teams to be competitive. I hope the way that our guys have played the last 2 seasons have given these guys a spark to come in and really want to play. I mean, that's part of it. I do believe our guys will pull themselves out of it. And this is kind of part of baseball. And it's like, I'm so sick of not being able to complain a little because it's like, what do you mean? This is a full new season. Like our players are getting older. I don't know if Freddie and Mookie and all them are the same hitters they were 2 years ago.
Oh, but even like watching Freddie make that mistake yesterday,
I know.
I'm not used to watching him make mistakes like that. And I guess like he thought the ball was going to keep rolling and he was going to like snag it and throw it right to home, but it stopped and he misbalanced. But like seeing his face, he couldn't even make eye contact with, I forget who was pitching, what inning we were in. I think it was Trinan.
I think it was Trinan.
Of almost being embarrassed. And I'm not making excuses for them at all, saying like every team is playing their best. They should already know that and they should be prepared for that. But we're not even matching it. We're playing sloppy. And I heard Dave, in the post-game show talk about like it's not for lack of trying. And I'm like, really though?
But I really don't think it is. Like we know.
But even Muncy, like I was so excited when bases are loaded. There's 1 out. We have Muncy and Pages, our best players right now, up at bat. I'm like, something is going to happen. Muncy struck out. Pages, popped it up?
Popped it, yeah.
And we score nothing.
Yeah, but the reality of those 2 players coming through every single time is why you need a team.
I know.
Honestly, it's like they really need, we need a leader. People need to step up. I mean, genuinely, Freddie, Kyle Tucker, Mookie, and Shohei need to lead us better because then you have your players like Max Muncy, Miguel Rojas, Pages, Teo. You have them come in, Kim. You have them come in, and not that the pressure's off, but it's not just up to those guys to make this big thing happen. Like we need consistency. And it's not, I don't think it's lack of preparation. That's what's crazy about baseball is that you can prepare. You can do all the things you need to do, and yet sometimes it's just not there. And I don't know. I don't know. I know Cello was like, I don't like looking at Freddie and feeling like he looks old, like that he looks slow or
Well, we're just trying to understand what's going on with them. So we're kind of just analyzing everything and
Mhm.
trying to figure it out so that we can stay kind of, not so high, not so low during the emotional roller coaster of a baseball season.
Totally.
It's interesting what you said about the having a leader though. And I love that Muncy is stepping up as a leader. I don't see Ohtani. I think like he is a lead by example guy just from who he is, but I would say for him, especially because he's a two-way player, he is more to himself than everyone else just because he has to be.
Mhm.
But I really am wondering because they talk about our guys.
I didn't know if you had it folded or not. Sorry.
I think I folded them. Yeah. Like Mookie and Freddie and Miggy and those guys. There's not one leader. They're all more lead by example guys. Maybe Miggy is more vocal, but maybe they are missing just the presence of Kirsch because just having him there, that is kind of the caliber set for a Dodger. And I wonder just not having him there at all, just his presence, his energy, his name floating around.
No, totally.
If that's affecting them.
You know, and I'm not so much saying we need a leader to talk them out of it, to say the perfect words. Because to me, it's like, that's not what I looked up to when I was playing. Like I looked up to the person who, and I think that's why I was a captain at times. It's like the people who go up and consistently get things done to keep that momentum going, to give other people opportunity to do something. And that's the frustrating part is even when guys come through and get on, we're leaving so many people on.
And that's the worst thing.
And that is, and it's happening by the people who are coming up and ending the innings, going into double plays. Like, Freddie, we can't have you hitting into a double play.
The amount of double plays is horrible. I guess I'm just trying to figure out what's different from last year. And the factor of Kirsch and his presence not being there, I'm sure it's missed. But also, we know they're going to pull through. Yeah. Guys, we are not panicking.
No,
we are not panicking.
No.
We trust our team. We trust our back-to-back champs. I bet no one is more frustrated than these guys.
Well, it's annoying. It's a game of inches. Honestly, it's like the littlest tweaks and it could be going in our favor.
Exactly. A game of inches. We did not play our best baseball last year. We still won because of our experience, because of the veteran energy that our team has. So we know that they can do it. They have proved to us that they can. So we just have to trust them, and we have to figure out how to emotionally regulate ourselves to a point where we're not clinging to these wins and losses like it's the end of the world, and really just lean into that trust.
Yeah, I feel like I have never, I get frustrated and stuff, but I don't think my day's ever ruined because of a loss or things like that. But I'm wondering if recently, because of how much sports is an outlet, it's supposed to be a happy time, and we've been able to really dive into the happiness of it. It's like I'm not used to it not somewhat going in our favor, or them pulling it off, or them having these like amazing games at the last second and doing it. It's like even going from that to the Rams when they lost, and you're like, what do you mean?
I know.
Like, what the heck? And it's like it's just funny. Even with the Lakers, it's like, I mean, we're kind of used to them not pulling through as of late, but we kind of had hope for this season. And I try to get behind it all and really root for the city and the team and the people who deserve it. And Oklahoma was actually a really good team, and that was going to be the hardest people we faced, and they shut us down. Wow. But it happens. It happens. The positive of us is that I really do feel like a lot of like the Lakers and stuff, it's like, yeah, you have a couple key players, but as a whole, And I think not having Luka was like a little bit of an extra piece for LeBron because you need more than just a few.
For sure.
You know, and we have more than just a few. So it just takes time for everything to get in sync. And it's going to happen.
Yes, we do. We trust them. We know they're going to pull it together. We know that they are more pissed than any of us right now.
Mm-hmm.
But it's hard to watch them lose these consecutive games to teams we know we can beat. The Giants are a team that doesn't score a ton of runs per game.
Mm-hmm.
We do.
Yeah.
And we're not just losing these games. We've now lost a bunch in a row, 4 in a row. And every one of those games, we've lost by more than 4 or more runs.
Yeah.
And we're just not used to this.
Mm-mm.
And apparently, we haven't had losses like this since 1936.
I know. I read that. Genuinely, though, I think that's why we're frustrated. It's not the losing aspect. It's like the consistency of what we're losing by that many times. Like,
I know.
I don't know. It's almost like when our starting pitching's on, our bullpen's off. When our starting pitching's off, our bullpen's on. But I don't know. Our starting pitchers aren't really necessarily doing horrible.
I think our starting pitching has been the best part of our team.
Mm-hmm.
But it's hard to watch our World Series MVP give up homers. At least they're solo homers, but their 8 and 9 hitters are the ones getting homers off of them.
I mean, that just shows
One of the Giants hit 2 homers in the game yesterday.
That just shows how aggressive they're being and how much they show up, like ready to just whenever there's a mistake, you know, because in the reality of being a pitcher, Yoshi had amazing pitches, and the few that are something off, you know, it's like they took advantage of it. And we're used to being the ones that jump on and take advantage. But I think that is where the disconnect is, where it almost just feels like they're getting up there to just play the game when it's like, jump on their throats quick.
I know. It's hard when we're not seeing them be as, I guess, gritty as the teams we're facing. But also, like, that's not really our team. And we have been frustrated with that in the past, how kind of even-keeled they are. But that's what has worked for them. And that's kind of the mentality they have told us they need to stay in. And they were saying yesterday in the clubhouse, the worst thing that anyone can do is panic. And none of them are panicking. So we can't panic. We have to just trust them and make sure they know that we trust them.
Yeah.
We have the talent. We have these superstars.
Yeah. And I mean, we can't possibly think that they're, you know, it's like on Monday, Vesia didn't have the best outing. He got pulled. And it's like, how many times has Vesia come through for us? And that's just part of the game. We can't, you know, sometimes the ball gets hung out and they're professionals on the other side too. Like they want to see that ball get hung out and it be right down the middle. I mean, kudos to them for really taking advantage of every weak point.
I know. Yeah, they have had really good game plans. And whatever they're saying, when Muncie comes up and they have a little huddle and a little manager meeting, it's working.
Well, I don't know. Maybe our guys need to go in thinking everyone else is going for a 3-peat. I don't like.
Yeah, I don't know exactly what they're thinking. They're just going in one day at a time. Yesterday's over. We have to win today. And so I think that's the only thing they're thinking. Another way I can spin this positive, and I remember saying this last year after losing a bunch of games to the Brewers. But we had a lot of injured players at that point. And I remember saying to you, these teams that we're facing are not getting our best. So when they face us again, they're going to get a completely different team. So maybe we just think of it a little bit in our advantage that right now, you know what? We're not playing our best. They're not seeing our best. So when they play us again, it's going to be a whole different story and they're not going to know what's coming.
I know, but it's like, can we just like sit down in the clubhouse and the guys kind of give us a talk? Like, what's your guys' mindset? What's your play here? Like, how are you taking this season? Are you guys slowly getting into it, knowing you have to go and you're pushing it to October? Are you like, what is it? There's no way that they don't want to be a little more consistent.
Oh, I thought you were going to say that they don't want to tell us.
Oh, no, I want them to they would love to tell us.
Last time we were sitting here, we were thinking of what we would say if we saw the players. And we did go to the Will Smith comedy event.
That was so fun.
but we were on a different side of the room than all the players, so we didn't get to ask them ourselves.
Mhm.
We were close yet so far.
Close yet so far. I
And
know.
the whole team was there.
I know.
It was tough to be close yet so far.
It was tough.
But it was a really fun night. The comedians were amazing. Guys, we met Ken Jeong. Love him.
He's a great. Did we ever get the picture?
Oh, I have to message his friend.
Yeah, I don't know. I looked on our Instagram to see if I could find her. And then I went to our Instagram and followed him to see if then we had a mutual friend. Because I'm assuming
Oh.
because she liked us that she follows us.
Mm-hmm.
So then I was trying to like find it that way.
I was trying to find her that way too, but
Mhm.
maybe her username is not her name.
And then his wife does not have social media.
She was so sweet.
She was really sweet.
I love talking to Ken and hearing about how he became a Dodger fan. And
Mhm.
that was, yeah, what a cool night.
It was a really cool night. It was so fun because it's like right when we walked in, it's like there's still so many Dodger fans that go.
And
it's-
everyone decked out.
I know. And it's like the community is always just so happy and down to have a good time.
Mm-hmm.
Always. I don't think we went 10 feet without someone asking if we wanted a buzz ball.
Guys, the second I got out of my car, Dodger fans gave me a buzz ball.
Mm-hmm.
I love this Dodger community so much. I really do.
I
And it was so fun
know.
meeting people who loved the podcast at the event.
Yeah.
Just a great night overall.
I think that's why, like, sometimes I'm like, as much as it would have been so fun to bounce around and talk to all the guys and all this stuff, but it's like when we are on the other side and we see people and we hear fans, and it's like the amount of people who came up to take a picture with us, and it doesn't get old, and it seriously just makes what we're doing even better.
Mhm.
And then I leave being like, we'll talk to them eventually. Like,
Yeah.
being with our listeners and the people who love us and what this is always just so much more fulfilling in so many ways.
Totally. And we leave every event with such smiles on our faces
Uh-huh.
because of those interactions. And actually, that's a good point to make, because as I'm trying to stay positive and just understand how to take care of ourselves, especially now, like with the podcast,
Mm-hmm.
being a fan, like if I didn't have the podcast, I'd be turning these games off
Mm-hmm.
because I don't want to deal with it.
Mm-hmm.
But we have to talk about it, so I have to watch till the end.
Well, and I don't like having an opinion based off of highlights.
Yeah.
I really like watching a game and seeing like
I want to see their body language,
Their
the look on their
their-
face,
yeah.
how they're walking off.
I know. And sometimes I'm like, if I don't get to watch a game, I'm like frustrated. But I'm like, okay, Jack, give yourself some grace, you
Mhm.
know? But at the same time, it's like I like watching the whole thing. I like seeing the ups and the downs, the momentum shifts, I like seeing it all. You know what else I liked seeing?
What?
Mookie on Monday.
Mookie!
It was really nice to see Mookie. He didn't do the best. He made some great defensive plays. He's getting back in the swing of things. I know he wanted to show up at the plate so much more, because when he would like strike out or do something bad, he would just like grab his bat barrel so like frustrated.
Mhm, that's his move.
Yeah, and I know it's because I'm sure he knows it. Everyone's hoping that he brings a spark or something, and he will.
He will.
But
We
it
haven't seen his
was-
magic yet, but it's coming. Do you think they're all trying to be that guy? You know, the guy that gets that big hit and makes that momentum change for
Yeah.
us. And because they're all trying to be that guy, they're coming up to the plate with that mentality and that they're overdoing it.
I mean, we've been told this.
Because even
Multiple
Muncy,
seasons.
why didn't he challenge that last pitch?
Mm-hmm.
He probably just wasn't in the mind frame, because you have to make that decision within 2 seconds to challenge it. But whether it would have been right or wrong, why not take that chance? We had the challenges left.
Yeah, I know that was a missed opportunity, but it's got to be just a lot.
But also, something like that, I think, will make him never make that mistake again.
I
And we see
wonder
that a
though
lot with
if
the
someone
guys.
asked him about it. You know, I could see him being like, "Okay, sorry, slipped my mind." Like,
Yeah, for sure.
a lot going on. Like, you know, like, geez, you know. But I know it's so easy on the back end to be like, challenge that one. But when you're in it, yeah, I don't know. I'm sure they all want to show up. We've kind of said this. They are a little bit of a home run hitting team. Like, everyone wants to make the big grand thing.
Yeah.
And it's kind of where baseball's gone. I really miss small ball, and I love when our team is in a small ball energy because then the homers do come. And
Mhm.
um,
Well, they need the pressure off, and right now they're feeling all the pressure. I really wonder how much of the media they listen to because
I hope
I'm
not a lot.
I hope so too because the media is a frenzy of what's wrong with the Dodgers, like blaming Shohei. I
Mhm.
hope that they tune it out.
I think for their mental health, they should because honestly, people are like too much. They're just too negative.
They can't. I mean, baseball is so long.
All I know
They
is,
can't like really live and breathe and die with these wins and losses.
well, and to no offense to most of
And we
us,
can't either.
most of us, they're probably like, shut up.
I know.
You have no clue.
I
You have no
know.
clue.
And we
You
don't want to
have
be
no
like that.
clue. Yeah, you can't. Like, I mean, that's what I mean is sometimes I'm like, they've got to be just rolling their eyes at so many of these questions. Like, guys, we're not freaking out. Like, just let us play the season. This is kind of how baseball goes. We could do everything right and it not go right.
And that's like life.
Life.
You know, you can set yourself up for success in every way and it doesn't go your way.
Mm-hmm.
Or you can have, or you're thrown into a game and meet the moment and have a life-changing experience like a Will Klein. And that's kind of the beauty of the game. And
Mm-hmm. I know it's hard to see him give up a home run too on Monday.
I know.
He looked so defeated on the mound, and I'm like, no. Yeah, it's really hard. But yeah, I think that they know that they're putting in the work and the mindset's correct on their end.
Yeah.
That it's just a matter of time before it's gonna click.
And they might be feeling defeated right now, but like what I was just saying, you can feel defeated one day and then wake up the next day feeling unstoppable and have an amazing game. So you really just have to understand how to ride with these highs and lows and find a way to ground yourself through them. And I think that sports teaches us so much about that and about life. And I think about like even what baseball did for me when I was in such a dark place of grief. It gave me connection, it gave me routine. You know, I barely wanted to leave my house, but I would rely on, okay, well, I have a game to watch at this time. And and like at that time, I was really like structuring my days around that because that was the thing bringing me joy.
No, I know, but it's like this has also become a little bit of a job for them. And like anything,
It
when
is a
something
job.
becomes a job, it's like, and I want them to enjoy what they're doing. I don't want them to be like, oh my gosh, this season. And like, again, we're here. And it's like, I don't want it to be like draining for them.
Do you think they are feeling that way though? Because it's like
they're human.
they just played the most games out of everyone 2 years in a row.
Pretty sure at some point they're like, like losing back to back. They've got to be like, oh heck, like this is becoming frustrating. But you know what? I think my hot take is today they are going to come with a different strength. This is going to be the fourth game show starting. They're still in their slump, not hitting. He finally broke through last night.
Mm-hmm.
They have let him be on the mound 3 times with 0 run support. If this isn't the like final kicker of like now this is his 4th time coming up as our starting pitcher, if this like you guys got to come hot. Like you guys got to come hot. This guy cannot be doing what he's doing on the mound again and us not be able to even touch the ball. Bunt, everyone bunt. Do something different.
Ugh, that bunt last night. It's just like watching them, and I know we talked about that Freddie play and how he missed the ball, but you know the guy's going to bunt. It didn't feel like they were even set up for it. And then they ended up scoring a run. It just was a mess.
I know. Yeah. I don't know. Okay, well, let's go to our lineup a little bit because people have been moving around. Mookie's back, so he's back to number 2. I wonder who's leading off tonight. Do you think Mook will lead off?
I hope so.
I mean, who else would,
Well, I do remember when Dalton was DHing for show. I think he led off one of the days.
Okay, I like Dalton as a leadoff too. He's quick. you like your leadoff runner to be fast because they have like a better chance of getting onto base, which just sets everything up.
Mm-hmm.
I think I like Pages on the bottom of the lineup more than I like him in the middle, up top.
Okay.
I feel like giving like
Yeah,
the Muncie and the Will
totally.
Smiths the energy leading, off of, Show or whoever's starting the lineup. Then you have kind of the meat and bones and they get on. Then Pages still kind of brings it home. And then you have Show coming back up or whoever the number one. I know he's not hitting when he pitches, but I think I like him lower. It gives me
I think so too, and I think he feels comfortable there.
Mm-hmm. He can keep the momentum going to then set up the top of
And
the
it
lineup
also
again.
almost like gives you something to focus on, and
Mhm.
you. So just all these things that I kind of say to myself all the time, like when you know what you're going to do, it makes you perform better. When you are confused at all, I feel like it's hard to show up for the moment, but like I think a mindset of being that ninth hitter is getting on base to set it up for Shohei.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe when he has that in his head, it's like, I don't need to hit a home run. I just need to get on base, do something,
Do
which,
something.
we always say to the TV when we're watching.
I know. So, and then maybe Kyle Tucker, I'm not sure where he feels comfortable yet. I feel like he's still getting in his groove. He had made a comment saying that he doesn't quite feel comfortable in his swing, but he doesn't feel like it's bad.
Okay. I did feel like going back to Houston for him did help his performance. I think it gave him that kind of push, and he has been performing better.
Mm-hmm.
And it's funny, every time we say this about a team playing their old team, they perform really well. Like Freddie hit a home run against the Braves because of course he did.
I know. Freddie on Monday had a few hits, which I was hoping was like, okay, there's the consistency. There's the consistency. Teo had a great defensive game. So like, there's positives. They're there. It just needs to sync up at the right moments. And I think that that's just baseball. What a game.
Oh my gosh, I know.
Um,
We did go to the game on Mother's Day.
Yeah, there were so many babies.
So many babies. Oh, we met the cutest baby, Penelope.
So cute.
We couldn't get over her. She was sitting in front of us and just like with these big brown eyes staring.
She was adorable.
At us,
It was her
smiling.
first game. Oh, she has so much heartbreak to live through.
And winning.
Yeah, hopefully.
Didn't they say that she was born on game 2?
Oh, of last year?
Of the World Series.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I was going to say maybe this is going to be her first World Series, but she was born last year. I didn't catch her birthday. Well, she was a cutie. I know. I was like,
such a cutie.
Baby fever. I was telling Courtney when I went with her on Monday, I was like, oh my gosh, there's so many babies. And she just went to a Walt Disney World with one of her great friends who has a little girl. And she kind of went to like, help and give a little, and then they went on a cruise. And so she was like up to here with children.
Oh, okay.
And so I was like, there's so many babies. And she goes, oh my God, that sounds horrible.
I looked at Jack at one point. I'm like, do you think they'll let me hold her?
I know. We were like full baby fevering out. I know.
But I could see that. And sometimes like if I'm with my cousins or friends' kids, it's like you can only take so much. Totally. But all the babies were also so cute, but so well behaved.
Yeah.
And it was a really nice day.
Yeah.
Got to see Chella and give her a hug.
I know. That was so sweet. You got her flowers. We were talking about them this morning.
Aw.
I was like, Chella, do you think you need more water? She like looks at me. She goes, that's the perfect amount. She goes, any more, she has the biggest green thumb. So I was just like, okay, I don't know why I'm questioning you. But yeah, she loves her flowers.
You told me she liked green and white. And so I went in thinking I was going to get her some like green and white bouquet. And then I saw these like beautiful with pinks and purples. I'm like, those look like Chella.
Yeah, she loves all flowers. You just asked
Chella.
what her favorite color was. She's a big green girl. Yeah, Mother's Day was great. The whole weekend was good. We went out Saturday. And then
yeah, you guys had a fun night with wine and a nice dinner that you treated your mom to, right?
Yeah, we went to an Argentine restaurant. That's kind of like where we go when like we celebrate, and it's like the best steak. It just melts in your mouth. And she just all the flavors, and then the desserts flan with dulce de leche, which is like a thicker caramel. And it's her life. It's who she is inside. When she tastes those flavors, it's her family. It's just so much, and so she always enjoys it. And it's just like pairs great with wine. I haven't had 2 bottles of wine sitting at dinner in so long. And Sunday I was like a little I'm like, but it was so much fun. And then I had gone shopping and I like, it was actually kind of nice. I used to go and like with my dad or my mom, I would, when it was summertime or just like I'd revamp their wardrobe and I would go and I'd look through pieces and I would pair things that you can kind of do with this or do with that.
Mhm.
And I haven't done it in so long. I've barely done it for myself and I used to do it for them and they would love it. They would have all these new fresh clothes and all this stuff. And I haven't done it in so long. And I feel like I just haven't made the time since opening my business. And I went on Friday and I just really took my time and I was putting together things and like everything fit perfectly. Besides one pair of pants was too big, but so fun. Just gave her such a revamp and everything was just each piece that I knew would go together. And then I was like, I think I still got it, Mom. Like it
How
was so fun. I know.
fun.
And she like did a whole try on.
Oh, that must have been so fun for her. Was she trying it all on as you were doing it?
No, so I decided to go by myself on Friday and let myself just like get in the zone. Sometimes if it's with other people or stuff, I just needed to like use my brain and slow down and just really give it love. Picture her, think outside the box, like. And then I went home and had her try it on. I figured if I did it Friday and then she tried on Saturday, we had the opportunity to go back if she wanted to like, but it was really fun for her to just have a styling sesh in her room. And
love
it was
it.
great. Yeah, it ended up being a
She
perfect
always
weekend.
looks fabulous.
She does, but they're building the ADU in the back and my dad has always been the man of our household in so many
Mhm.
ways and with his condition and Parkinson's, he's still there, but like, she has to take on a little bit more
Mhm.
and she definitely doesn't give herself well, you know how sometimes when you get dressed and you're just kind of wearing the same things and you just put your hair up and it's just like
Oh, don't I know it?
yeah, yeah, and you kind of get in this rut of like whatever, and I'm like, no, like Chella is too fabulous to whatever, and it makes her feel good. So I
Yeah.
just knew me taking the time to do that, and the outfits. Wait till you see it Friday. We already know what she's wearing.
Oh, I can't wait.
Yeah, so it ended up being great, and it was a good weekend. And
Next
then-
time I come over, I want to sit on the couch with your dad. He's always in his spot on the couch. It reminds me of going in the basement and seeing my dad, the same spot on the couch watching sports. And he
Yeah.
always has like the Dodger channel
I
on
know
or
he has
something.
like something cool on.
It'd be fun to even just watch a game.
Yeah, we should definitely. I mean,
Although
that was like
you texting me that he kept telling Chella, shh.
I
But
know.
I think we would be perfect for each other because, yeah, I like to talk a little, but I also really like to lock in on the game.
Mm-hmm. She was commenting
I think
on
I was
everything.
shushing you once at the game.
Probably. I get chatterboxy. It's just who I am. The best is when Al has he goes through all the sports channels and then they have a lot of throwback Laker games. Oh, dude.
He likes to watch those?
I hear it and for some reason all of us are all of a sudden around the couch just watching because it was like,
fun.
the Kobe years and to watch those games when it felt like the way we used to, like we do watch the Dodgers, where you're on the edge of your seat and you're kind of like, and the amount of games we sat around that couch on the edge of our seats watching basketball.
Yeah.
It was so fun. And it's always something that still brings us all together. And we're all like, we're so excited about it, which
Great.
is
So he'll like to watch highlights with me.
he would love to watch highlights.
Awesome.
I know. And then the other day, the UCLA softball game was on. And so we got to sit and watch. And it's just so fun because I go, Dad, isn't it fun watching them? Aren't they good? He's like, wow. And it's just like, it brings us back to their favorite time of watching me play through all the years. So it's fun to still be able to experience that with them. I try to feel blessed about that. Sometimes
Absolutely.
being home, it's like, you don't have a lot of alone time.
Mm-hmm.
And like, at the age you're at, you kind of crave that a little. But it's like also such a blessing and so many beautiful things to really just like zone in on versus
Totally. And it's like wherever you are, you kind of want what you don't have.
Mm-hmm.
So you do have to kind of give yourself a moment to appreciate it. Like I even remember like any girl can relate to if you have straight hair, you want curly hair. If you have curly hair, you want straight hair. If you're blonde, you want to be brunette.
Yeah.
Brunette to blonde, So just like nothing is better than just being you.
I totally.
No one is you.
Marcel goes, babe, don't you remember all the days you cried in Texas because you just wanted to be with your parents?
And I'm thinking like, how excited I am for my mom to be here
I
tomorrow,
know.
and how excited I am, but how much I miss her all the other times. And
Mhm.
it would be nice to have her closer. So it is nice to have my alone time, and I need that. And I love living by myself, but
It's just the
we'll
balance.
we'll switch one day.
I know. I'll just come sit here and you can be over there. I know, but I'm excited because Marcel, he's gonna, we brought all our freaking TVs back.
Oh yeah, so that TV you sent me a picture of, what room is that in?
The front room, and it's massive on that wall.
Okay, yeah. When I walked in, I saw.
But
that
he
one.
finally hung it. But that was the bigger one. So we took, but it's like that was nicer because he wants to hang one outside because the summertime
in the back.
Yeah, by the pool because we kind of want to
nice.
watch games out there and have a little seating area and it be something different and
Yeah.
kind of just revamp it a little and make it feel like not our home, but you know
Mhm.
what I mean, things that we would enjoy and
That would be so cool.
so fun to like.
That's such a California thing. When my mom sold the house we grew up in, I was an insane person. I became a different version of myself.
I remember the story.
Yeah, like Jill had messaged me that she saw our house on some realtor website because she was going to get her real estate license. And it was like an out of body experience where I was like hyperventilating because my mom had mentioned that she was going to sell the house, but I was like so against it. I drove home from Connecticut when I was in college. A friend of mine came with me, like grabbed my keys, like, you cannot drive. And it was like adrenaline takes over. And it was in the middle of an open house and I barged in. I don't even know what I did. I was yelling. It was a giant for sale sign that I used all the effort and might I had and ripped it out of the ground. And our neighbors are taking videos of me and sending them to my mom.
Like, oh, your daughter's here.
But anyway, the family that ended up buying our house, and now, guys, I love where my mom lives, but that was hard. I mean, like, that's my memories of my dad. He was so proud of that house. So proud. So I think, like, when I think about my dad, some like good things that I think about are, one, how much he loved us. Like, there's no doubt in my mind of how much he loved his daughters and his wife, and how proud he was to give us the life that he did, and the house that we grew up in with a pool in the backyard. And it was funny because whenever someone would come to the house, he would want to show them the urinal in the basement and the shed in the backyard. Like, that's what he was really proud of. Or the attic. Like, such a guy.
Such a guy.
But
I saw the house. You guys took me by it.
Oh yeah, I did.
Great house.
But anyway, Sam and I like to do drive-bys when we're home in New Jersey. And we were driving by once and I'm like, Sam, let's go look in the backyard. Let's see if it's the same. And so we don't know if they're home.
Let's see if they still have that shed.
So we're starting to look in the back and it all looks pretty much the same. And then all of a sudden someone comes out the front door and it's one of the little girls. And we're like, sorry, we used to live here. But then the dad ends up coming out and he was like, I know exactly who you girls are. One of you is Melissa and one of you is Samantha. And we were like, what?
Aww.
And it was COVID. So like everyone's wearing masks and stuff. And he's like, he's like, I don't know if I could take you inside maybe another day, but do you want to come in the back? Because we were like creeping in the back. And it ended up being such an amazing day. And they almost California-ized the house a bit. He did take out the urinal, which, I mean, why would you do that? That's like a legendary piece to have. Yeah. But they added like a whole back area with a TV outside. And that's just not really normal for New Jersey.
Because of weather, yeah.
And it created a really indoor-outdoor vibe for the house, which was really cool to see. But what I love is that it is a house with two little girls growing up in our bedrooms with some of the same teachers that we had. And just knowing that, is really nice.
Yeah, like a family is carrying it on. I know.
And he updates my mom because my mom and her moving company moved them. He one time found like a note that Nana wrote me and mailed it to my mom. And
Aww,
they keep in touch.
That's
so
amazing.
It's really nice.
Yeah. I know my house, I mean, I grew up on the block. My dad grew up on that block. And so there's so many people are dying off and people, every time there's a house up for sale, I'm like, just wish I could buy them all,
Yeah.
But then I see a family looking at it, you know, and I'd be walking Mav. And so I'll stop and be like, this is a great block to grow up on. I grew up on here, the cul-de-sac. It's like to see the kids riding bikes now. The
Mhm.
kid next to us, he was playing basketball, and I haven't heard a basketball bounce since it was me,
Oh, that's so cool.
you know? And so I go like, everyone's like, what's that sound? I'm like, is that a basketball? And
you
then
do have a great street.
it was a great street. And to grow up, and we would just like, everyone would ride their bikes, and it was just, you know, it was a fun street. It's a little more crowded now with cars because a lot of people have ADUs now, and so it's extra people living. So it's
Mhm.
like to play basketball on the street is just like not obtainable anymore. There's way too many cars. But yeah, it's really fun to see it move on, and I love seeing young new families come in because I remember what that felt like to grow up on this street, and I'm like, I
Mhm.
want that for you guys.
Oh yeah, we would ding dong ditch and have lemonade stands. And I mean, Sam and I, we had the entrepreneur bug very early because we would find things to sell. When we would go on family vacations, I'm not even kidding, we would sell the sand at the beach or shells. And because we're like little cute girls, people would buy them.
Yeah. How did you guys market the sand? What made it different than the sand in their toes? Who knows? But you guys did it.
Ask Sam about it on Friday.
Okay. That's so cute.
Oh man, that was so funny. Bringing back so many memories.
So many.
A lot of good memories from Ice Cube.
Ice Cube. Okay.
Did he bring Shohei luck in the booth?
Sure. I mean, he's so iconic when it comes to just LA. And then, you know, 2024, I was there when he came out and performed. And that was so cool because even though I was, you know, I was born in 88. So for me to like really be rocking out to Ice Cube, it wasn't
Mhm.
until like more early 2000s, you
Mhm.
know? And it's like,
Do you remember hearing about him and Dr. Dre and N.W.A?
yeah. And like Snoop Dogg.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, yeah, I do remember. That was kind of when I was starting to enter, you know, it's like Boys to Men and a lot of like this culture that's emerging in rap music.
Mhm.
And, you know, it's like MTV. That's what I mean. Is like when 2000s, like MTV, BET, you know, but it was always a little bit of my babysitters would put it on,
Okay.
you know, and I don't think parents cared as much about lyrics. Like when I think of some of the songs I listened to as a little girl, I'm like, wow, how did I put that on? And how did you let me put it on? And it's like, my mom's like, you guys had no idea. And what was I supposed to be like? No. She's like, then you guys would have wanted to do it more. Like,
Totally.
you know, obviously it wasn't becoming an issue and it wasn't like changing your character, you know, type of thing. So it was just interesting as a little girl growing up because really when I watch things about it now and look at it, I mean, especially if you were raised in the 90s and that was like a whole culture shift. I mean, look at the NBA on how it changed from short shorts and like tighter uniforms and how it got baggier because of the streetwear and the culture and like, yeah, things really influenced a lot.
Well, hearing Ice Cube just speak about, you know, him being a lifelong Dodger fan growing up in LA. And when he mentioned in the booth how he made the White Sox hat famous because they had asked him, have you had a bobblehead before? And he had one last year with us. And he said the White Sox gave him one. And I didn't know that. And so it took me on a deep dive to one, understand how he made the White Sox hat famous. And I'm texting Jacqueline at like midnight because I'm very interested in figuring all this out. But then just to kind of bring it all together of how Ice Cube and just that era of rap and hip hop changed the culture of and really connected sports, fashion, and music because it went from him and Eazy-E and Dr. Dre wanting to like find an edgy look for themselves, and the White Sox had just changed their colors to black and white and came out with this hat with like this old English font that these guys thought looked really cool. And so they were wearing it for fashion and not fandom. And I think that's the first time people really started wearing sports hats for just the outfit and the streetwear aspect of
Yeah.
it, not just because they love the team.
I remember one of the guys who lived in the alley, Junior and Richie, they were two little boys that we were friends with. And I went to one of his birthday parties, and I remember asking him before, like, what did you want for your birthday? You know? And he wanted a Miami Marlins hat. And I remember being like, why? Like, what? And he'd be like, because I love the colors. And that was an interesting time because it was definitely people would start wearing things because they liked the color of it. You know, kind of like the Athletic A's kind of had a popular comeback this last couple, because I think everyone loved the green and yellow and they loved the color.
That's so funny. My ex-boyfriend John, diehard Dodger fan, diehard Laker fan. His football team is the Vikings because they're the same colors as the Lakers.
Oh, interesting.
And I'm like, that's why you chose them? He's like, yeah, they're the same colors.
But kids in LA, we had to pick teams for different reasons. I never necessarily went the football route, but that's kind of my point. People picked teams for different reasons to try to connect with them.
But it just has been really cool to kind of put all this together and see from the 90s and from someone like Ice Cube, and just as we started this episode talking about fear, being unafraid to speak your truth, to put that into your music, and how that changes culture. And I guess like I just didn't realize how much he and those artists affected everything today. And even thinking about like the tunnel style of the NBA and how we're watching these athletes in these really cool designer outfits now, and merging fashion, music, and sports more than ever, and how now baseball players have their own kind of tunnel fashion, and we're seeing what they're wearing, and rappers wearing baseball hats and showing what team. I mean, Drake in the NBA and Bad Bunny and all the, like, it's just really cool. And even new era, I guess, I wrote down when I was doing some research, they went from making 9,000 White Sox hats in 1990 to more than 500,000 because the demand exploded after these guys were wearing the White Sox hat in their music videos.
I wonder if the font caught their eye because it's a very popular font for like tattooing, and they were a little bit more, you know what I mean? They started having tattoos. In the end, I mean, they were
said it looked edgy.
Well, it was like a gangster era kind of, you know, like the Tupac and the this, I mean, their first album Straight Outta Compton, like at that point, especially in the hype of, you know, the LA riots, and there's like a lot of different, there was so much division in a sense of unknown connection. And it's like everyone just wants to talk about the two black and white, not color of race, but like just how black and white it could be of different people.
Kind of both, I guess.
Kind of. But really realizing, I don't know, maybe like our edgy fashion and our fun music and our way to like, you know, it's what helps connect people who have no idea, you know, other than the obvious. You know, Compton wasn't necessarily a sought after place, and it really still isn't. But also there's so much culture and love where I think people know so much more about it now. And it's not just gangsters, it's, you know, people getting raised in their hometowns of what they're so proud of. And it takes people like Ice Cube who come out the other side and really bring that together. Not to mention being from LA, and it's the city of movies and actors, and him like seamlessly going into these movies to even help connect like Friday, you know? It's like things like that where people, it's like people can laugh at it and like it's fun, and it's like they're bringing it, they're just really showing other people how other people live.
I think like when I was younger and starting to you know, I really lived in my imagination so much, I always really connected more with like the West Coast culture more than New York. New York was very, and you can even think of like Yankees and Dodgers, like Yankees very full of tradition and doing the same thing all the time. And I always questioned that and asking everyone around me, like, why does it always have to be done? Like, why can't things change? And kind of pushing back on that a lot. And I don't know, it's just all really kind of in my head, connecting all these dots. And because I feel more home here. I feel more myself. I feel more I can be myself around people like in LA and dreamers and thinking outside the box and not taking no for an answer and being who you are, embracing who you are more, you know, here more than ever. So it's just been really cool to be doing this little deep dive last night inspired by Ice Cube, but just
Yeah,
to
that's so cool.
kind of see how sports culture has evolved over the years and understanding how things like that happen and how change really happens. It's never like this,
Mhm.
you know, it's over time, but it seemed like they really helped like make it move faster.
Power of music too, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, super fun. Well, I'm glad he got honored. Having him in the booth was really cool. Seeing him
Yes.
talk and stuff, that was really cool. When I went to the Revolve party with my friend Grecia, she invited me to, Ice Cube performed.
No way.
Yeah, so that was fun. Yeah.
So that was your second time seeing him
Yeah.
at
And that
Dodger
one was
Stadium.
like very intimate.
Where were you
he-
sitting that day? I want to visualize it. In Courtney's
left-
seats?
She had different seats, but opening, when was it? Opening day he came out, or when did he come out?
Game 2?
Game 2. Okay, so we were left field, field level or loge, but we were more left field, like baseline, not like out in left field.
Gotcha. Oh, the only other thing I was going to say about the Ice Cube thing is that is he the one I should be mad at for going up to people wearing a Dodger hat and they don't care about the Dodgers? And I get so sad that they don't want to talk to me about it. And they're like, oh, I'm just wearing the hat.
I mean, maybe that's part of it. Like, I mean, even New York, like people wear New York hats or LA hats for just fashion.
But I literally wear the hat for the conversation. Like, I feel there are times like, no, I want to wear the hat because I love the conversations that are started by the hat. And if I'm not wearing it, I'm like, oh, well, I might be missing out on someone striking up a conversation with me. And as we're riding these highs and lows of a baseball season, you know, the other day I was kind of not feeling great, but I forced myself to get out. And I was just on Main Street, walking in and out of different stores, talking to people, and like on cloud 9, just because of the human connection of conversation and just meeting new people and just where that leads you. And, you know, this baseball community and what sports does is really bringing that connection to us. So
Totally.
It's nice even in the highs and the lows just to be able to talk and relate to other people.
No, I agree. I mean, the simple errands I run and just looking around, the amount of people just repping the Dodgers everywhere we go. Like, this whole city just is in love with our boys and what they've brought into our city for years. But the specialness of our team right now, and it's just, I'm so happy for LA that we get that right now. Like, it just brings us happiness. And so it's just so fun to see everyone, from like an old man to anyone, just like, it's just everywhere. It's everywhere. It's so fun.
So Shohei's pitching today. This
And
is
we're
going to
gonna
be
show up.
Game 3 against the Giants. We have to win. This is a 3-game series against them, right?
4.
Oh, we play them tomorrow too? Oh. Dave said Shohei's going to pitch today, be off tomorrow. He'll play again on Friday. And he said he was feeling good about that because he left the game even though we lost. He performed well. He hit a home run. So he's feeling good, like getting that out of the way. So when he comes back on Friday, he'll kind of have that confidence in him because of what he had done offensively that last game.
All we need is for our boys to give him some run support tonight. Let him do what he has to do on the mound. Let these other guys get their kinks out. And then hopefully, once he's back, it's all back to normal. The only other crazy thing is we acquired Alec. Is it Thomas or Tomas?
Whatever you want it to be.
Well, he's Mexican descent.
Sure.
So I'm wondering if it's not Thomas. It's
probably not.
Yeah.
But is it spelled with an H?
Yeah, Thomas. Thomas.
So we got him from the Diamondbacks. All I know is that he has not been playing very well.
Right, which is kind of what I looked into, because I'm like, why would they like bring someone else?
But the Dodgers they see something in someone and they build up their confidence.
And he's a center fielder. And so part of me is like, okay, but we have Tommy Edman coming back. We have Kike coming back. Like, where would this guy go? But also, like, Tommy and Kike fill in a lot of other spots. And we have to give Pages some sort of backup just in case.
So he's
insurance.
basically the same type of player as Alex Freeland, who we just sent back down.
Well, he's super fast. He's a great center fielder. And he actually, when the Diamondbacks took us out in 2018, he was one of the like main contenders of his bat, really taking us out. So he hasn't been swinging that great, but the Dodgers, I guess they think that they can bring it back out of him.
Okay.
I also wonder, he's Mexican descent. I wonder if they're hoping he brings another like Aegon energy to like really kind of spark something in that.
I like that.
I don't know. So yeah, we acquired him. We got rid of our 17-year-old prospect, Jose Requena. These are people
17?
He was 17. And they DFA'd Michael Ciani. Do you know that name? It opened up a spot on the 40-man roster. Never heard of the guy.
I know. And even like the other day, I look up at the TV and I see this giant picture and I'm like, who is this guy wearing our uniform? We have called up guys, put them back down.
Mm-hmm.
Our starting pitching has been great, but the bullpen has needed help. And we're kind of taking guys and putting them back or trading them, and they're only coming in for a game or two. There's been a couple guys that I'm like, who are you? Gervais? Pretty sure he's gone already.
I mean, how could Gervais be doing worse than some of them? I hate to talk bad about any of them.
Scrolled to 2 games. Oh, we won the first one against the Braves. Will Smith leads challenges.
Ice Cube's real name, O'Shea. Isn't that cool?
Jackson, yeah.
Jackson.
Well, and his son.
Yeah, they look alike.
They do so much. His son is O'Shea Jackson. It's funny because I was watching like a bunch of clips about Ice Cube when he goes on talk shows, what the talk show host calls him and how unsure they are of what to call him. Like, do they call him Ice? Do they call him Cube? Do they say O'Shea?
I would stick with Ice Cube. That's so funny.
What would you say?
Ice Cube.
Hey, Ice. I'd be like, sup, Cube?
Please don't do that if we meet him.
Or do you want me to start dancing to the Melissa song?
Yeah, I think that would be good.
How does it go again? Melissa, dancing in the...
No, it's like, I'm drunk and outside.
I'm drunk and outside. It's summer.
I cannot wait to be drunk and outside and call you. Yeah, that's the only thing I really got. I mean, Snell's came back, and I don't think he was quite ready, but Glasnow got hurt, so they really threw him back. I don't think he looked okay. So what I got from it is that he touched 98 miles per hour pretty consistently, which means his strength is there and the injury is okay, but that his command was just like really off. So it's really just underprepared is what they're chalking it up as. But
are you talking about Snell?
Yeah, but like underprepared.
Okay, this is insane and this shows how lucky we are that we can allow, like Roki. We're literally watching Roki get better on the major league level. Mm-hmm. What other team has that advantage to be able to do that? What other team can put Snell in not completely ready, and he gave up all those runs but leaves the game and is like, yeah, I felt good. When I heard him in the post-game interview and he gave up like 5 runs, I think, and he was positive about it, I'm like, what?
But my thing is like underprepared. Like, I don't know, maybe stop buying everyone $5 beers. And I mean, it's all fun, but at some point, the entertainment aspect, sometimes I'm like, can you just leave them alone and let them just get their mind right and get healed to come back? Like, I felt like all the hype of him being down in Ontario and stuff like that, everything was just so fun. And like, Snell's here, and I get it. I mean, that is like the first big player that the Tower Buzzers have since opening. And it's like, I'm so happy for you, but you guys are also there for a reason. It's not just a new fun stadium down in Ontario. Like, all the fun videos around Snell being there and connecting with the players and the fans. And I mean, beautiful. I love the aspect of that. But then he comes back. He's feeling good. He's feeling strong, but he's still underprepared. Like, well, then what are we doing?
He apparently convinced Andrew Friedman to put him in that game. He wasn't initially going to. So yeah, I'm a little iffy on should he have done that? It's kind of like when we talk about players playing through injury, whether it hurts the team or doesn't. And, we saw when Freddie was really injured in 2024 and they had to pull him for, I think, couple of days or a week because his injury was starting to affect the team because he was really wanting to play. And it's nice to see that gritty part of a player, but also understanding where you're at and being realistic.
Well, him being able to consistently throw 98 and him saying he feels good tells me that it's not forcing the injury back before.
Okay.
So that makes me feel better. But then it's like, then what is underprepared? Because you're, a Cy Young winning pitcher and you're feeling good and you're healed.
Is it underprepared for the teams we're facing to be playing so well against us?
Maybe.
We're seeing our pitches so well.
I couldn't believe Mookie was out for 30 games. I cannot.
He's been out for 30 games?
Yeah.
Wow.
I was like.
Well, he got his first hit that first game back.
Yeah. We were so happy to see him. He was hustling on and off the field. He was saying hi to all the people and like people who haven't seen him. And like, I know I was just watching him for a while because I'm just so happy to see his presence back.
I watched some clips. I didn't really see any of the ones of Snell. I did see that he was buying the $5 beers or whatever, treating everybody, which is nice. Imagine those players having Mookie there. And even just watching Mookie, he's just so awesome. Because I could see how going back down and you're this high caliber player, you might feel a little, I don't know, embarrassed. I wonder if that's a factor of.
I don't think embarrassed is the right.
Putting on that uniform and going back down. Is that why they don't want to play there that long? But Mookie seemed to not care at all. He was helping the other guys. All I saw was him talking to the other players. And I can only imagine what that was like for them to be playing with Mookie Betts.
I mean, when I think of Kike in Oklahoma right now, I mean, those players are probably just like, where did Mookie go play?
OKC.
I wonder how does Snell go to Tower Buzzards? How do they go there? How do you determine where you go to get healed?
I don't know.
Oh, that's a good
We'll
question.
have to ask somebody.
Okay.
Who should we ask about that?
Dave Roberts. I miss Dave Roberts. I was hoping to run into him at the comedy show.
I think he was there.
I
didn't even see him.
I didn't either, but I did see him and his wife.
Oh.
Later on, they took a picture, and I saw that they posted that. But
after the Giants, we play the Angels. And okay, another way to just stay positive, guys. Remember last season, the Angels swept us multiple times. We still won the World Series.
We go Angels into San Diego.
Oh my gosh. Giants, Angels, Padres. Wow.
Milwaukee.
Okay.
Then we come home for Colorado and Phillies, and that closes
These are
out
all
May.
really good teams. And you know what? We do well against really good teams. So we're about to go on a winning streak.
Yeah.
I feel it.
Hope she's feeling right. We are. I really do think that today, this would be the fourth time, like I said, that Shohei is going to be pitching, and there's just no way we could do 4 games in a row of never giving him any run support.
Listen, I said that yesterday. I'm like, oh, we're winning today. They're not going to go another game not hitting. Yamamoto's on the mound.
But we thought they were going to win Sunday because I know they usually drop Sundays, but not after they do what they did Saturday. And then I thought for sure Monday was going to be it.
Well, it wasn't Monday. It wasn't Tuesday. So it's Wednesday.
I'm here for it. All right. Well.
No player of the week.
I'm going Muncy. I know I chose him last week, but he's the only one showing me any kind of fight.
Oh, I'm just feeling a little
And it's
mad.
not his fault that people
Bases
steal
loaded,
it.
1 out, nothing?
Yeah, that's mad. That's maddening.
But he's our best player right now, and I'm really happy for him that he's playing so well, and we love Muncy.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know who I could give it to. Shohei with a ERA under 1. Oh, you know what we forgot to do? Answer the questions that people wanted us to answer. Can you pull up our Instagram?
You're both very positive towards the Dodgers. Have you considered being more harsh or critical?
No. That's who we are.
Well, and we are critical. And when we're harsh, we feel bad because they're an amazing team and they're going to pull through. Like, geez, let them
Well, we're critical. I think we're realistic, and we're not going to not call out a player when they're not performing well, but we trust our team. And that I think allows us to stay positive because they have proven to us now that they can do it, that they can come out of slumps.
Mm-hmm. And it's like Shohei's not batting well, but he's pitched phenomenally, phenomenal for us. So it's like, what are we supposed to focus on? Just the negative? It's not our vibe. Do you ladies have any game day rituals? Melissa's is beat traffic. We're going. No, maybe we need a few.
We do have kind of a ritual
When we
of
go
meeting
to a
out with
game.
sorted.
Well, when we go to a game, but just any game.
Not really.
Maybe we
it
think
would
of
be
a few.
cool too.
Okay, fun question. As a fellow Dodger obsessed girly, when do we get into stats?
Some stats are fun, and it is funny when you listen to the broadcast of how there's a stat for literally everything.
So that was then it said to be continued. Really get into it the way dudes do, but I would like to.
Oh, okay. Fun question. As a fellow Dodgers obsessed girly, when do we get into it? Stats. Really get into it the way dudes do, but I would like to. Is there? Oh, so she's saying that she wants to get into stats more. Okay. Well, if you hear of any crazy stats, let us know and we'll share it on the pod.
Yeah.
Because sometimes a fun stat is just interesting, like we haven't lost 4 consecutive games with more than 4 runs since 1936. It is fun to kind of hear that kind of stuff.
Yeah. Well, yeah, if you have any good fun facts, send them our way.
Let us know.
How do you keep your faith up when the teams keep losing? Asking for a friend. Well, they're back-to-back champions, and they fought really hard to win last year, and they didn't give up. So what are we supposed to just give up on them just because they're in a slump? It's baseball.
Exactly.
How awesome are Amy and Neil?
Aw, Amy and Neil, we love you guys. And I hope your podcast is going well. And then, hope we see you at a game this year.
Drip Show said, can we do an official TDTM giveaway?
I think we should.
Absolutely.
Why not? We're actually wearing t-shirts from a collab Drip Show did with Legends of Culture, and we love these tees. This is so up our alley.
Yeah, love.
And then this fun back-to-back one. And guys, you know that Drip Show made us this amazing Freddie canvas that's behind us. And then I think the other one is cut off a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh, and also, guys, look at this cool diamond bracelet we got from Pascal in their collection. Their Dodgers collection.
And it's they're blue lab grown diamonds, which big fan of that.
It's really beautiful.
2.3 carats. Put that on my finger.
Yeah, with the blue rope, that's like the Dodger blue color. Just really pretty. And I thought it kind of went with the shirt and everything today.
Yeah. I mean, let's be honest. It goes with us pretty much most days.
Yeah. It's so funny. I was out the other night. And I saw someone wearing a Dodger hat, so I started talking to them so much that like my sister and my friend Daisy completely left me.
Okay.
But they were laughing and taking pictures of me in this moment because and this is just like life now. I have a Dodger sweatshirt on that I'm just wearing with like jeans. I have 2 Dodger necklaces on, a Dodger hat, and I was wearing one of our Talk Dodgers to Me bags.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
And they didn't even know that I also had 2 Dodgers bracelets on. We are officially the Dodger girls.
But I know, but it's as crazy as it feels. I go everywhere, and so many people are dripped out in Dodgers all the time. That sometimes I'm like, are you going to a game right now? But like, nope, you're just running errands. My kind of gal.
I know lately when I walk out of the house, it's like not just the Dodger hat on, it's everything. And I'm like, all right, it's a little too much. And then all my bags.
I know. I go to grab a bag.
My grocery bags are all Dodgers.
I know.
But I'm so proud. Like when I whip out I'm like, yep, I have a Dodgers podcast. I love, it's fun.
You should be proud because we're doing something cool. And most people love them. So
we're staying positive, guys. Because, God, listen, it's not hard to stay positive when your team is the Dodgers. And they've now been in the postseason 13 years in a row.
Guys,
they've won back-to-back.
When I think of our team, I mean, Will Smith, Mookie Betts, Freddie Freeman,
Shohei Ohtani.
I mean, the list honestly continues, and these guys aren't going to play all season just flat. Like, it's just not possible.
If you saw Mookie Betts or Freddie or Shohei and they were like, so how are you feeling about our team this year? Would you be like, you guys are playing like crap? You'd be like, no, you're amazing. And we know you're going to pull it together. So
I would say I fully believe in you, and I'm just waiting for all your hard work to all sing together.
And they've proven to us that they can. So we just have to remember that and trust them. Remember when we met Dave Roberts, he heard we had a Dodgers podcast and he was like, kind of trying to stay away. And then we said, no, Dave, we trust you.
Mm-hmm.
We trust that you're making the right decisions, that we have this talented lineup that they're going to pull it together. And they did. And they have done it over and over again. And we've seen them come out of slumps worse than this. So guys, just lean into the trust like us.
That's all we got. That's all we got for you.
And go Dodgers.
Go Dodgers.
Man, I don't want to end yet, but we've been talking for so long. I could have really gone on a whole rant about this, how sports just relates to life.
Talk Dodgers to me. Talk Dodgers to me.